Right now at 6, tariffs surge on building materials. How one local business is finding a way around the increase.
And a new housing project coming to La Crosse, the complex that just broke ground, and when it's expected to open.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Cattle farmers have new beef with President Trump.
Yeah, he wants to import meat from Argentina. So what will that mean for Wisconsin ranchers and consumers?
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit has some answers.
Beef and cattle prices are at a record high, but U.S. farmers are warning against turning to other countries for beef. U.S. cattle farmers had to downsize their herds because of a years-long drought down south and out west. Because of the ongoing cattle shortage, beef prices are hitting record highs. Now, President Trump is proposing allowing more Argentine beef to be imported at a lower tariff rate to help consumers. Wisconsin Farmers Union President Darren Von Ruden believes the move would be a betrayal to U.S. farmers, who he says will be paid less for their beef if the policy change goes through.
If we're going to see a 4 times growth in the amount of beef that comes out of Argentina to the U.S., it just goes against everything that we've been led to believe that's going to happen with this administration.
Von Ruden says when farmers are hit financially, the whole community feels it.
When farmers don't have money, they don't spend that money in town. They don't buy the supplies. They, sometimes if it gets to a bad situation where they don't even buy groceries locally anymore because they simply can't afford to, it's a big problem.
Reporting in Westby, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
It's day 23 in the government shutdown showdown. Governor Evers was in La Crosse today weighing in on its impact. He warned that Wisconsin's food share program will run out of funding in less than 10 days. Evers sent a letter to the Trump administration urging them to transfer funds to keep SNAP benefits going.
People need to be healthy. They need to have access to health care. And if the federal government isn't going to do anything, there's just no way that the state of Wisconsin can pick up that money.
Evers also discussed the Affordable Care Act premium tax credits. They help over 300,000 Wisconsinites.
A live look at the U.S. Capitol. Senate Democrats blocking a GOP-led bill to pay workers deemed essential during the shutdown. Democrats saying they should pay furloughed workers too.
Tomorrow, hundreds of thousands of hard-working federal employees will miss a paycheck and are going to struggle to be able to provide the basic necessities to live and survive.
Innocent Americans are suffering every day as a result.
There also isn't any sign talks will pick up. The Senate is expected to go home for the weekend while President Trump is headed to Asia.
Back in Wisconsin, tariffs on wood continue to hurt businesses statewide, but one local company is surviving.
News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hines shows us how.
Rising lumber tariffs could affect your next home project, but it might not be in the way that you think. Tariffs that went into effect October 14th impose a 10% rate on softwood timber and lumber products, a 25% tariff on upholstered wooden products, and another 25% on kitchen cabinets and vanities. A scaled increased rate introduced by the Trump administration will take effect on January 1st, raising the tariff on upholstered wooden products to 30% and kitchen cabinets to 50%. While these higher rates could impact big box stores, Kitchen Solvers of La Crosse says the effect on their business has been neutral so far.
We get that question from most homeowners that come in as well. Hey, is this going to set me back more because of all these tariffs? And we just tell them, hey, really pricing is right on par with where we should be, regardless of the tariff.
The company says locally sourcing materials has helped them avoid price spikes and may be driving more customers towards local options.
Business has been really good for us this year. We've posted 3 or 4 record months, and I think a lot of that is attributed to people trying to shop a little bit more local. Some of the competition in terms of big box stores and things, I think they're going to be hit a lot harder with tariffs than us, being a little more local and building things ourselves.
Tariffs on imported cabinets are set to increase on January 1st. Reporting in La Crosse, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
Officials broke ground on a new housing project in La Crosse today. CC Residences features 24 studio apartments, 12 townhomes, and a community garden. Developers say the space focuses on sustainability and people who don't need big living spaces.
Having this blend of both single-family homes for sale, the Ori studio apartments, and then the townhomes really provides a a wide range of housing options, which is, that diversity is nice and again strengthens the neighborhood.
The complex opens in spring of 2026.
The La Crosse Public Library will close early next Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. It's for a celebration of life at the library to honor the life of children's librarian Medora Nelson Ferris. The drop-in event invites friends, family, and community members to remember and share stories in the library's lower-level auditorium from 4 to 6. Regular library hours will resume on Tuesday.
Well, we had a little bit of improvement from Wednesday to today, but unfortunately not a lot of sun until late in the afternoon and a little bit of that northwest wind. So that kept the temperatures down, but that going forward, it's going to be a different case for Friday. In the meantime, clearing skies, as you see, not much clouds for La Crosse, just a little bit for Eau Claire, back down to the mid-40s. It's setting up a stage for a very cold night, and that means hard freeze warnings are in effect for a lot of the areas that have not seen it. Eau Claire, you've already saw that a couple weeks ago, but all these areas means your temperature is going to get close to 28 for a few hours or an hour here by the morning. So basically that will kill anything plant-wise that's outside. Otherwise, for this evening, you'll obviously need a jacket. We're going to get back down to 32 degrees, but the winds are light and calm. That's the good news. So no type of feel like temperature being lower than 32. 38 as we get towards 11 p.m. So a quiet night, just a chilly, you have the jacket out. Otherwise, coming up, yes, we are near peak season for a lot of the fall colors. In some areas further north have already seen the peak, but for the next several days, we're going to be getting close to it. So definitely, I'll break down if you got any showers out there that might impact your leaf watching activities.
All right, thank you, Greg. Well, Oktoberfest officials giving back today. They donated close to $197,000 to local La Crosse groups. They include Seven Rivers Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Hunger Task Force, and the Sparta Marching Band. Each year, the event relies on hundreds of volunteers and community partners to help bring the fest to life.
It really just feels like a cycle of good and community where we all can be involved together and all really help out, which is what is the best things of Oktoberfest specifically in La Crosse.
Oktoberfest has been a La Crosse tradition since 1961.
La Crosse's leaf drop-off sites open tomorrow. There's one big rule. After dumping your leaves, make sure to take all your bags and containers. And next Monday, leaf collections start. There will be one pickup per week. Folks are being asked to not park in front of the piles so it doesn't slow pickup. Students from Logan High School and Northwoods Elementary took part in a story walk. They read The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Pages from the book were displayed along an outdoor walking route, combining reading and physical activity.
We're reading the story to the children here at Northwoods, and then they can ask them questions along the way. They get to talk. The elementary students look up to the high schoolers as, wow, we have these big helpers with us today that get to come and read a story.
The program has been going on for 10 years. It helps add over 800 hours of reading time for students each year.
Still ahead tonight, Secretary of State Marco Rubio heads to Israel, how the administration is keeping pressure to maintain the peace deal.
And new video showing the heist at the Louvre in Paris. What investigators have found so far.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, how you can help the YMCA on its Giving Day and Big Top Thrills. We're live at the Water Circus, and Art has a look at your weekend forecast when we see you at 5 a.m.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No. And you get the latest phones.
High five. Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our fall pet care sale, select large bags of Blaine's brand dog food, just $26.99. 5 gallons of Blaine's diesel oil, $54.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. Plus, try free samples in store during our snacking event this Friday and Saturday. See store for details. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time to make your home ready for the season. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you can take advantage of big savings during our fall home sale going on now. Save on styles you love at prices you don't want to miss. The best deals, the comfort you deserve, and the savings you've been waiting for. Make this fall unforgettable. Shop the fall home sale only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for 100 years.
Excellence is not measured by potential, it's measured by performance. As a father, I teach this to my children. As coaches, we instill this in our players. And as a member of the community, I value it in Amplify Health. Performance is all that matters. Anyone can strive for excellence, but you don't want doctors who merely try. You want doctors who deliver. You want Amplify Health and nothing less.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. The Trump administration is working to preserve the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. The White House is criticizing Israel's parliament for a symbolic vote to annex the West Bank.
It was a political stunt. It was a very stupid political stunt, and I personally take some insult to it. The West Bank is not going to be annexed by Israel.
The administration had also hoped for progress with Russia and Ukraine, but President Trump is no longer planning a second meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Less than a week after the president's phone call with Putin, new Russian strikes targeted civilian sites in Ukraine's second-largest city.
President Trump praised a new task force improving federal and local law enforcement cooperation against drug cartels and human trafficking. He formed the task force on his first day in office and credits the agencies involved with over 3,000 arrests. The president also addressed deploying federal agents to blue states where he says crime is out of control, but he's scaling back plans for an operation in San Francisco.
They said, we're working really, really hard with the mayor, and we're making progress. Would it be possible for you to hold off the surge? And I had 4 or 5 calls, and I think they're making progress of their own. That would be the greatest. I mean, if they could do that, that'd be great.
The president also praised law enforcement agencies for their work during the government shutdown.
More than 30 people are under arrest in 2 separate gambling schemes that prosecutors say have rocked professional basketball. The arrests come as the NBA season tips off this week. One case involves Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and an underground poker ring backed by the Italian mafia. The other targets Miami Heat player Terry Rozier for allegedly tipping off gamblers about fake injuries. Federal prosecutors say the schemes cost victims millions of dollars. The poker scheme used rigged shuffling machines, X-ray devices, and special glasses to see pre-marked cards.
These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra.
In the betting case, prosecutors say Rozier exited games early after tipping off accomplices who placed more than $200,000 in wagers. The NBA has placed both Rozier and Billups on immediate leave.
New video shows the heist of the century at the Louvre in Paris. The video is circulating on social media. Police say it shows the thieves escaping from the museum. Investigators also revealing today that they found traces of DNA samples in a helmet and gloves. The suspects made off with $200 million worth of jewelry in just 4 minutes.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, we got a pleasant Friday on tap, but we might have a few showers to contend with for the weekend. But I think overall it's going to be a great weekend to get out and see the colors too. So we'll break down that rain chance and then see what's coming up for next week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Don't wait. Stay warm and save big this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company. When you purchase a Hearthstone Soapstone wood stove, you'll receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation, but only if you act before the end of the year. Hearthstone's beautiful soapstone delivers long-lasting, consistent heat that keeps your home cozy. Don't miss out on the 30% tax credit. Call today. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
In the Northland, we're gearing up for winter by owning the cold and never letting it slow us down. With winter-ready features that make it that much easier. The only right way to get out there this season is in a Ford SUV that can handle it all. Now get $4,000 bonus cash on a new 2025 Ford Escape. at your local Northland Ford dealers.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension of sight and sound, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the sofa up ahead. Your next stop, the comfort zone.
Fast, free financing available. Don't need financing? Ask about our cash discount.
Come to Wesco and find yourself in the comfort zone and tell them Peyton sent you.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Here to give you an idea what we had temperatures for this morning for lows too. So La Crosse got down to about 28 and a lot of this area got close to 28. Obviously Black River Falls and Northeast has already seen a hard freeze, but we're going to get colder in this. You can see surrounding areas got close to the freezing mark, so around 30 to 35 generally. So that's good enough for a frost. So a lot of areas saw frost that hadn't seen it before, but tonight's going to be a little bit different story. We're actually going to get down probably below 28 in a lot of areas, or 28 for more hours too. And that the hour is also a critical component to when you're talking about freezing, killing plants out there too. It's about right on time to where the river, basically if I can say it, the Mississippi River area should see really their hard freeze. Areas to the north and east have already seen it, but we're kind of where we should be too. So that's what we're looking at for tonight. Areas south of really Black River Falls is all going to see a hard freeze. North of it, you've seen that in the past probably 2 weeks or even before that. So that's out of the question anymore. Probably the last time you'll see that frost or freeze advisories until we get to springtime once again. There's your temperatures, and although it's 28, 29 for La Crosse, it might get a degree colder, but it's also, I think, going to be a longer time span that you're going to see 28 or 29, a few more hours than just briefly touching it and coming back up. Some of the areas, Black River Falls, Sparta, could get into the upper teens, some colder locations, so that'll be there. The good news is once the sun comes out, we'll warm up fairly quickly, getting back up into the mid-50s. That's close to where we should be for this time of year. And the better news is light winds, almost calm winds. So that's even better than when we saw the wind still persisting today. Plenty of sunshine out there too, and the evening looks quiet too. Now going into Saturday night, we're gonna have, Friday night, we're gonna have more cloud cover coming overhead. So the temperatures may initially fall off after midnight, but then I think they'll start kind of coming back up. So when we wake up, we'll probably be around 40 to 41 or the upper 30s for a lot of the area, because there's a warm front to the west that's going to be lifting up. That's going to keep a lot more cloud cover, at least mid and high clouds overhead Saturday, and a few showers, and I'll show you where those showers may persist here. Temperature-wise, similar to Friday, maybe a degree or two cooler further north because of the cloud cover. And Sunday, the better news is more clouds morning, less in the afternoon. That's when I think we'll see some areas maybe get into the 60-degree mark for once too. So not a bad weekend. And really right now we're watching, it's going to be Friday night that we're going to see a lot of cloud cover, and you can see those arrows coming up from the southeast indicating a warm fronts to the west. Cloud cover will be on the increase, and as it lifts north, there's a potential to see some light rain sprinkles, probably near Eau Claire or northward is the best opportunity. But even here, it's a little bit of question mark how much this will reach the ground. This will persist probably through about noon and then probably dry off. The rest of the area, you see a lot of cloud cover going on. There is an outside chance we still might see more showers coming from a system to the south, may spread to some areas far toward the Wisconsin River areas Saturday night. Both of these chances are very low, and any rain amounts would be very, very light. So the bigger story is pretty much a good weekend to get out, enjoy things. Coming up early next week, there's a system coming through, but as we get closer to it, it's getting weaker and splitting, which a lot of it is heading south, so the chances of rain are starting to come back down. and overall looks pretty seasonable next week with temperature-wise too. So there's a little bit of shower activity Saturday, but it's not going to really, I think, impact much anything outside. You might see a couple sprinkles, and that's about it.
All right, not too bad.
Nope.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a family legacy in motion. A mother and her 2 daughters are on a quest to make history. Don't miss their inspiring story of passion, pressure, and pride. Jacob is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
It's time to celebrate during Oktoberfest at Home Furniture. Fall into savings of up to 10% off sale prices throughout the showroom. This dining set is now $759. Plus, right now, get 3-year special financing. Hurry in. The Oktoberfest sale at Home Furniture ends Saturday.
Get an 11% rebate on your projects with Menards. Create weather-tight seals with Big Gap Filler. It's perfect for filling large gaps and cracks in wood, drywall, metal, and more. Get a 20-ounce can for $6.99 after rebate. Upgrade your home with sealants you can rely on. Bulkchem 116 polyurethane sealant is excellent for sealing exterior windows and doors. Get a 10-ounce tube for $5.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
To everyone who believes in Midwest magic, you'll always find it here at Culver's. Not that kind of magic.
Midwest magic turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger.
And transforms farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had.
Ta-da! But it's not just what we serve, it's how we serve it.
With a warm welcome and a little extra love.
Love. Love in every bite.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
Looking for the perfect rug? How about 2? Buy 1 rug at sale price and get another one free. Find your perfect rug match when you choose from 30 different patterns, sizes, and shapes. Our rug experts in every showroom are ready to help. BOGO Rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, cross country runs deep at Cochran Fountain City High School with multiple state titles dating back to 1996. The Pirates are gearing up for what they hope to be another successful postseason, led by a trio of lifelong runners who exemplify dedication and passion. News 8's Kate Overton tells you about the Dillman family.
I'd see the pictures at school, and I thought it was pretty cool that my mom and aunts also were, legends at our school, so I just want to be like my mom.
For the Dillman family, running has always been a centerpiece. Ashley helping the Pirates win a state title in 1999. Now she'll look to do it again, this time as a coach, and her 2 daughters leading the ship.
Having my own girls grow up to want to be runners, it all is pretty special.
For Addie and Paxton, watching their mom conquer half marathons, full marathons, and even challenging 50Ks has been nothing short of inspiring.
Ever since I remember she'd push us in the stroller or sign us up for little road races.
I would always bike with my mom when she would do her runs, so it just kind of made me want to run with her.
Now the 2 tackle the course together with their mom by their side.
Knowing she's always there for you, and especially when I'm nervous for a race, she's always there to make me feel better and comfort me.
It's amazing, I guess. I don't know what I would do without her.
Addie won an individual state title her freshman year, but now as a senior, she hopes to finish sub-18, something that's never been done by a Division III runner.
Running fast times as a freshman, it was kind of hard after that year to go sophomore year and do the same thing. I just felt a lot of pressure. But now, I've just realized there's not much you can do about that, and pressure is a privilege.
It won't be easy, but the trio will look to lead the Pirates to their first team title since 2022.
Just as exciting for me when I was a freshman, but to have 2 daughters and this group of kids, it would be pretty incredible.
Together, they're ready to lift the Pirates' legacy to new heights. Reporting, Kate Overton, News 8 Now.
Paxton and the rest of the Pirates will be competing this weekend at Durand, Arkansas for sectionals with sights set on qualifying for state, which is 9 days away. So best of luck to all of them. A great story of a family affair and how the running has really run in their blood.
Yeah, it's genetic. I mean, my wife just ran a half marathon, and I know what it took her to train for that. So to make that a lifestyle, essentially, in that family, that's special.
I didn't even know that existed.
Impressive stuff. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Jacob.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
At Maury's Auto Group, we're not just part of the community, we're your neighbors and auto advocates. And most of all, we're part of your team. We have your back when life happens or when you just need someone to pick you up. And at Maury's, our commission-free sales team always gives you our best price first. Visit Maury'sAuto.com and score with over 5,000 vehicles from 21 brands. Maury's Auto Group, with 11 convenient locations in Wisconsin. Moving life forward.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage, man?
That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain caused by inflammation so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
All right, a cold night on tap for all areas. Will be well into the 20s. These temperatures might be a little too warm. You're probably going to drop them down, but even at some upper teens possible too. So definitely bundle up. Tomorrow, good news is we're going to be mid to upper 50s for a lot of areas. So pretty seasonable conditions, and for the most part, minus that shower chance it is on Saturday for some areas. It should be a fairly good weekend.
Okay, because I'm supposed to go golfing on Saturday, so.
Well, it'll be a downpour then for me.
just for me.
Just for me.
Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you tonight at 10.